Y'all, I was minding my own business. Minding my own business. Wasn't bothering nobody. Chilling. Perusing YouTube. That's what I was doing. Okay? That's all I was doing. You know? I like to have some noise when I'm working out. You know? If I'm driving and I don't feel like necessarily listening to any music at that time. Hell, while I'm taking a shower. Just like to have some noise. Okay? My mama called it organized noise. That's actually what she called music. But, you know, listen to a pod or something like that. That's organized noise as well. And so, I came across a video that was talking about Michael Vick and how Virginia Tech is already trying to poach Michael Vick from Norfolk State. And so I clicked on said video. I clicked. Okay. And the video's going along. And then, somehow, the illustrious Jackson State University catches a stray shot. And I'm like, what the fuck we got to do with this? How we catch a shot in this? And the shot was delivered by the host of the show, Bomani Jones. And so I must react. I must retort. You know, I don't let shit like that stand. So I must say something. But before I do, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I am your homeboy first. And this is the realest, most entertaining show in the game. Put it on some again. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Put all your people on it. Okay? Also, make sure to watch plenty more videos on the channel when you get done watching this one. You understand? And feel free to become a channel member and get all of the rights and privileges of any other member of the channel. But let's get into this, y'all. Let's get into this. All right. I'm going to show y'all what the man said. Okay. He was encouraging Michael Vick not to leave Norfolk State. Right now, he's basically saying stay. And then he kind of threw some shots at Norfolk State, like, hey, I know the folk, gonna put you through some shit, you know what I'm talking about? Which I ain't like that shit in the first place. But then he brought up Jack State and Deion Sanders. And y'all know Bomani Jones, motherfuckers done came for him. Same way some in the Deion cult came for me. But he probably got more of it because he's, more famous than I am. You know what I'm talking about? What you got to hear? Hear what the motherfucker got to say. I ain't gonna tell you about no goddamn more. You listen to him.
They gonna drive Mike a little bit crazy over there in Norfolk State. I understand that. Like, if Deion had left Jackson State and not been a jerk about it, I wouldn't have said nothing. I know that they was on some bullshit. I don't know exactly what the bullshit was, but I know it was some. I understand you. And I'm just saying, Mike, don't let the bullshit run you out before you get all the game you need. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's a marathon. It's a marathon.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling, like, I know.
Let's just stack some wins.
I know they're going to be doing stuff down there. You're not going to believe it. I understand that. You might have to wash the clothes yourself. I get that too. But don't go too soon. Get your game up, then make the move.
Now, can y'all imagine my shock to just hear us get thrown into this shit and get thrown under the bus by this motherfucker? Talking about he knows we were on some bullshit. Okay? That he wouldn't have gotten mad at Deion at all for leaving Jack State if he wasn't a jerk about it. Because he knows we were on some bullshit. He doesn't know what the bullshit was. But he knows it was. Man, If that ain't some self-hating shit, if that ain't no, and Bomani Jones go for a liberal motherfucker, from what I understand. When he be on these political shows and shit like that, they call him on. You know, he be giving the political side of, a liberal side of things. It seems that way. I may be wrong. Okay. Old Chat GPT describes his politics this way. It says Bomani Jones is generally considered liberal/progressive in his public commentary. On his shows and podcasts, he often critiques systemic racism, economic inequality, and conservative politics. He's outspoken on issues of race, sports, and culture, aligning more closely with progressive viewpoints. He has also been critical of both Republican and Democratic establishments, but his lens is usually through a left-leaning social justice perspective. Now you tell me, if a motherfucker like the one you just heard matches what Chat just described about him, Chat ain't lying to me. I've seen his work. I've seen him discuss politics. Chat ain't lying. But does that right there match this?
They gonna drive Mike a little bit crazy over there in Norfolk State. I understand that. Like, if Deion had left Jackson State and not been a jerk about it, I wouldn't have said nothing. I know that they was on some bullshit. I don't know exactly what the bullshit was, but I know it was some. I understand you. And I'm just saying, Mike, don't let the bullshit run you out before you get on the game you need. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's a marathon. It's a marathon.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling, like, I know.
Let's just stack some wins.
I know they gonna be doing stuff down there. You're not gonna believe it. I understand that. You might have to wash the clothes yourself. I get that too. But don't go too soon. Get your game up, then make the move.
Again, Chat says that this motherfucker y'all just heard on his shows and podcasts often critiques systemic racism and economic inequality. That don't sound like a motherfucker who understands systemic racism and economic inequality then. That don't sound like one. Don't sound like one. Especially from a motherfucker who went to an HBCU. Clark Atlanta, that's your boy. Get your boy. Get your boy. Get him. Because what the fuck is he on? What the fuck is he on? So that gives credence to a lot of the shit that motherfucker was saying. Folk was saying Bomani Jones was on some grift shit when he was doing his whole Deion spiel. Your homeboy first was on some real shit. When I dropped that We Believe the bullshit, that was real. Go check that out, by the way. But that was real shit. Because I'm here. Covered every goddamn game. Covered every press conference. Every one of them while Deion Sanders was at Jackson State University. So I know what was going on. And I know that motherfucker did not leave because of no damn bullshit that Jackson State did. No. The man left because that was the fucking plan from the beginning for him to stay a certain amount of years, 2-3 years, 2-3 seasons, and get the hell out of Dodge. Get coaching experience, prove himself in the coaching world, and then go cash in on the Power 5, 4, whatever they calling it now. Go cash in on that level because that's where the fuck he wanted to be in the first place. And it was mutually beneficial because Jackson State knew they would get all of that press, that notoriety, re-energize a blue blood program. Damn! Why is that so hard to understand? Why can't people understand that? Huh? The reason why we let me not say we. The reason why I, a motherfucker like me, was upset with his ass because he came down here and acted like it was something else other than what I just said. A mutually beneficial deal to leave after 2 or 3 years and go on. He acted like it was a civil rights movement. And y'all know he came in 2020 in the wake of George Floyd being lynched publicly. So we had all this fucking unrest. We had COVID. God damn it, seemed like the whole world was on fire and it ain't stopped. God damn. It ain't stopped. So that's why a motherfucker like me was upset. Because he tried to make it something different and then still, dipped out. But Bomani Jones trying to say we want some bullshit? Man, fuck you, man. The fuck out of here. The fuck out of here with that bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. You better consider systemic racism. Consider economic inequality when you talk about an HBCU like Jackson State or Norfolk State. Consider that, motherfucker. That's why a coach may have to, as you put it, which is bullshit, why a coach may have to do extra things at a HBCU. He said you might have to wash the clothes. That's bullshit. TC Taylor ain't washing a motherfucking thing. Shit. TC Taylor riding good, paid well. You understand? Shit, if I had TC Taylor money right now, I'd be happier than a motherfucker. Folks act like we just mistreat motherfuckers down here. Fuck wrong with this man. But Jackson State, the 4th biggest university in Mississippi, which is a small state of roughly 3 million people, ain't finna be able to pay Deion Sanders the same as Colorado can. It's simple as that. I don't give a fuck what Prime would have done at Jackson State. They weren't finna give Travis Hunter no motherfucking Heisman out of Jackson State. Shador got drafted in the 5th motherfucking round out of Colorado. So they sure enough wouldn't have drafted him out of Jackson State. All of that shit is wrapped up in systemic racism and economic inequality. It's wrapped up in the effects of desegregation and how the black athlete, the 4-star and 5-star black athletes going to these big white schools. Why? Because them motherfuckers are paying. And because of the racial wealth gap, they can pay more than Jackson State boosters can. One goddamn donor at Colorado probably got more money, got more money than all the money combined in our KC 1400 NIL collective. Y'all need to join that, by the way. But why? There's some big motherfuckers in KC 1400. There's some motherfuckers that got them professionals, business owners, doctors, lawyers, all kind of motherfuckers in the KC 1400 collective. All kind of motherfuckers in the Tiger Fund. The 1400 Club. Then why can they pay more than our people? That's a result of black people in America only being, truly free for about 50 years. Segregation only ended about 50 plus years ago. And when it did, them motherfuckers say, yeah, we still don't like y'all, but damn, y'all can play some ball. And if a handful of us are grabbing you, the rest of us got to grab you too so we can remain competitive. Fuck we talking about. But want to say we want some bullshit and that's why that motherfucker left. Get the fuck out of here, man. Smug ass, condescending ass motherfucker. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. Fuck, nigga. Leave us out of your goddamn discussion. Shit. I shouldn't have never clicked on the shit. I knew I didn't like the smug ass motherfucker. I knew that shit. I knew that. I was like, I'm not subscribed to this damn channel for a reason. This motherfucker done said some shit in the past that pissed me off. But I was interested in the Vick story because I was getting ready to cover the shit my goddamn self. I was thinking about covering it myself when them rumors came out about Virginia Tech trying to take the man. So I said, let me click on this shit and see what this motherfucker's saying about. And now I'm glad I did. Because it allowed me to push back on that bullshit. So don't fall into that trap. Okay? Y'all real ones out there, don't fall into that trap and don't let a motherfucker make it. Ever. I don't give a fuck how far out this shit is. I'm never gonna let a motherfucker just get out on us and ain't gonna retort. We got enough real shit to deal with now. We got enough real shit to deal with. Okay? From internal things that we had to deal with, from shit in the city of Jackson we had to deal with, from shit from a racist ass, white supremacist ass state government that we have to deal with, from shit like, I don't know, getting death threats after a damn white cult leader is killed, Charlie Kirk. The way they treating this man, god damn. And we get threatened and we ain't did shit to that man. We got enough real shit to deal with. Talking about we on some bullshit. No, nigga, you on some bullshit. Put it on something. Are you a fan of the illustrious Jackson State University? Well, you need to download Stop Hating on Thee by yours truly. First letter. It's a song inspired by the coach, T.C. Taylor. Check it out right here.
We were winning swag back in 1961. Walter Payton, one of the very best to ever run. FCS attendance leaders, we been doing that. Don't care about you haters talking shit up in them chats. Everybody know we swacking, got the pedigree to prove it. Visited the vet, they say this shit was like a movie. Can't forget the goats, I'm talking about the boom. You might as well get ready when we walk into the room. Say I got a new rule, please listen to me. I ain't dissing your school, gon' be where you be. But if you go on social media, it's easy to see that there's a lot of motherfuckers be hating on thee. Stop hating on thee, stop hating on thee, stop hating on thee, stop hating on thee. Say I got a new rule, stop hating on thee. I ain't dissing your school, but stop hating on thee.